I always have to mention them, my wife Kelly, because she's allowing me to do this 18 hours a day. But like many of us in this room, over the last 15 years, we've read the papers and we watched the news. We all used to be able to say quite confidently, the representation that we received in this district from our former city councilperson, Michael Nutter, was excellent. And his energetic representation, and independent voice, and strong leadership. This last November, however, our council seat was filled by a party-selected candidate who did not face an open Democratic primary. Simply put, many of us did not think that the process met our expectations. I carried around with me a Daily News editorial at the time that wrote about the selection and the selection process and expressed dismay at both. This racially, economically, and socially diverse district needs someone who can provide energetic representation, an independent voice, and strong leadership. Anyone fitting this description should step forward for the next race. Well, I've stepped forward. Now, I've been in and out of public service throughout my professional career. I first worked with the U.S. Conference of Mayors in Washington, D.C., advocating for cities like Philadelphia to bring money home to Philly for cops, for Head Start, for all kinds of federal programs. Later on, I worked for Ed Rendell in the mayor's office, where I worked with the city council and federal budget issues. And as an attorney, over the last 8 years, I've been involved be it on the East Falls School Committee, East Falls Development Corporation's Board, the Arthur Ashe Youth Tennis Education Center, and as a Democratic committee person. But after seeing the change to our council representation, and after reading this Daily News editorial, I reaffirm my commitment to re-enter public service, to run for this seat, the 4th council seat, so I can help provide the leadership we once had and representation we still deserve. That is energetic representation, and independent voice, and strong leadership. Lately in Philadelphia, however, I believe we've begun to expect the worst from our city government. How many senseless acts of violence must we see in our city streets and our city government do nothing? We're already up to way over 100 murders for this point. How many corruption scandals must we read about? And how many good paying jobs must we see leave our city because of an arcane tax structure and a poorly trained workforce? But it doesn't have to be that way. As you know, the 4th District represents the backbone, I believe, of our city, filled with wonderfully vibrant, diverse neighborhoods. Neighborhoods like Winfield, like Overbrook, Roxborough, Manningham, Wissahickon, East Falls. Neighborhoods full of working families, people who work hard, pay their taxes, and simply want safe streets, their fair share of city services, and a decent public school system. These are things that every citizen should expect. Let me be clear. I'm running for city council so I can represent all of these people, and together to help raise our expectations for our city government. If you live in the 4th District, you should expect better representation than we have today. You should expect a city council person that shows up at forums like this, and the last 3 other forums where our city council person has not shown up.